Going on, boys? Back at the desk. This is the V1. I just finished it. Just put the decals on it. Gave it a dull coat. Sat her in the cradle. She's sitting a little crooked there in the cradle, actually. There we go. That's better. That's better. So there it is. A little history on this. These were developed by Germany, World War II. I'll give you the particulars on the bomb. I'll give you the weight and stuff like that on it. This was the first guided missile. So this is going to be considered the first guided missile. It weighed 4,740 pounds. It was a little over 27 feet long. From wingtip to wingtip, it was 17 and a half feet. And then they have a height, and what they consider height is from the bottom of the plane to the top of it, and it was a little over 4 feet. It carried an 1,800-pound warhead. Had a range of 160 miles. Could fly 400 miles an hour. And it was the propulsion was a pulse jet. So that thing on top there was a pulse jet. At first they were developed in 1939. The Germans developed them in 1939, but they had problems with them. And the only way they could fly them at the time and make them where they wanted to was if they dropped them from the bottom of a plane. But they eventually figured everything out and got them to work and be guided missiles. So 1 week after D-Day, once the Allies landed in France there, a week after that, the Germans started lobbing these things into England. They flew over 9,500 of these into England, and at the peak rate, they were doing 100 a day. So they figured that. Once they got to the peak, when it started to die down because the Allies were making their way towards Germany and were wiping where these things were. They eventually got them to fire off a ramp using steam propulsion to get them to fly off a ramp. It was like a 20 or 30 foot ramp, and it had to be pointed in the general direction of where they wanted it to go. And then it would take off that way, and then once it got into the air, they could guide it to where they wanted it to go. But even with that being said, with all the ones that they flew, I was reading that only 25% hit their mark. So, out of 10,000, 25%, that's, that's what, 2,500? Am I right? Yeah, 2,500. So that still they did a lot of damage. They killed a lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of women and kids were killed in London and surrounding areas. And I guess they really bombed the shit out of southeast England. But they could be shot down. The boys in the RAF, and when I say boys, I mean boys. The average age of a kid in the RAF was 19 years old, those pilots. They were flying Hurricanes and Spitfires. And they could shoot them out, but I was reading, if they couldn't shoot them down, some of the crazy bastards would get close enough with their airplanes and bang them with their, no, I don't mean bang them, but they'd tap them with their wingtips to get them to fly off course, and that would work. So, you're flying at 400 miles an hour, and you got to get close enough to this thing to tap it with a wingtip. That's pretty ballsy, man. But yeah, they didn't last long. They went from like I said, from a week after D-Day until the Allies got to Berlin. They started to go downhill, and they fired a lot at Antwerp too, because Antwerp was a big port. That was a big landing port for the Allies. Once they got it, of course, they tried that in Market Garden and got their asses kicked. But they eventually ended up getting it. Yeah, I forget. I think I read that they were a little over 2,500. 2,500 of these were sent towards Antwerp. So, but yeah, that's your first guided missile, lads. First guided missile. And of course, it was the V2s, which were bigger, which were really the first rockets. But yeah, it was a fun little kit. Not many parts. I think there were maybe 10 parts altogether. I think there were more parts on the carrier than there were on the thing itself. But yeah, it's more decal, and then you know, there were 20 something decals, a little bit more than that. There were 20 decals, but there were 3 of them that had 2 each. So that's what, 23 decals, 26 decals. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't think it was like double the decals to the part ratio. So, because there's a bunch of little green ones that you can't see. I can't get my phone in there close enough. But yeah, I had fun. It was cool. Little history. I like history. So this is there it is right here. But yeah. Oh, and I got to thank the guys that sent me Shopcards, if I can get to them, but I don't know how much time I got left on my phone. But yeah, Bernie, Godfather, Hinterland Customs. I like that card, man. I like that card. Yeah, I'm a bike guy, man. That's a nice card. Minions, Mad Labs, Jeff's model, 2 from Jeff. Thanks, buddy. All great cards, guys. All great cards. And the rest. They're quite a collection now, man. So I'm still looking. Still looking for cards. Anybody that's got one and you wanna, I'm willing to swap. I just mailed out a few the other day, and I apologize to anybody that I sent a double card to. I finally got a list and wrote them down. So that won't happen again. But no, I do not want you to send it back to me. Somebody wanted to know if I wanted it sent back to me. No. Put it in your bird cage. Give it to your cat. Give it to your dog. Give it to the ferrets. But no, I apologize for that. But it won't happen again. Like I said, I made up a list. So, but yeah, there it is. How you had to pull the Imperial out of the purple pond. I had to take it all off again. Well, I'm going to sand it up again and try again. Everything else is alright. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Who knows? Alright, boys. I'm being warned. I got a blinking light telling me I'm running out of time. Alright, guys. There it is. Got one more once around. All right, boys. Have a nice day. Peace out, boys. Peace out.